Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Underrail. And on tonight's episode, we are going to continue where we left off. Now, we are going to come over here and turn in the Armadillo class drill rotor circuit board that we've been looking for. We found that over in the junkyard. We have it here in our inventory. So if you did sell, or if you went back and you just took everything from your inventory that you didn't really need and threw it into your crates in your room, you're gonna have to go back and pick that up. It looks like this little thing right here. Doesn't weigh anything, so it's not like it was weighing you down. So if you're only throwing heavy stuff into your backpacks or the crates in your room like I do, which you can already see that I've done, I went back and I sold. I got a little bit of extra cash. You can see it up here. Not a whole lot, but we do need more. We do need a little bit more because there's another guy here that will teach us another psi ability, and I don't have enough cash to actually buy it right now. I think it's like 150, and I only have 99 SGS credits, and they don't take he doesn't take, because he's not a merchant, he's an actual NPC. He won't take these coins here, so I'd have to find some way of maybe going to the junkyard again, buying some worthless junk that I don't need, bringing it back here and selling it. That would be the slow way, or the kind of the inefficient way of doing it. I am really just going to wait until an opportunity presents where I can sell something, because I got tons and tons of stuff I want to sell. He's just not buying any of it right now, so I just have to wait until he does. So we'll come down here and we'll turn into Hadrian Tanner what he wants, and hopefully this will progress our story a little bit more. So let's see. I found the armadillo drill. What is that? What's it call it? Yeah, give him the circuit board. That's excellent news. I get this to Harold so he can start repairing the drill immediately. This will aid us in clearing the tunnels significantly. So I'm kind of wondering, because none of the stuff that I have in the game will actually break through those... hold on a second, guys. Will break through those rocks, and I'm thinking now that maybe I just had to get to a certain point in the game where I got access to a drill. Maybe I could rent it out and tell them to go down another tunnel, or maybe I can do something for a quest, and maybe that's what it is. I think that's kind of a cool idea, so hopefully that's what it is, and it's not something like I just don't have more powerful bombs or something. I'd actually prefer like the town to get in on it, because I've done stuff for them. So let's see, what do they want? I don't have anything more for you to do right now, DeMiro. Go and take some rest. You more than deserved it. Retire for the day. Well, I don't really want to retire for the day. I'm going to have to look... Oh, crap. Core City outskirts, 2 hours earlier. What's going on here? That's that same guy. That's that Jack Quicksilver. At least it looks like him. Core City Patrolman. Nope, that's not him, I guess. We checked 5K of the North Tunnel, Commander. All is clear. There are no cave-ins, or no new cave-ins. So I could skip the cutscene, or I can continue. I don't know, why would anybody skip the cutscene? Get hit by a couple of aftershocks, but they weren't anything serious. He nods. Core City Commander is the one talking. He looks like he has better armor than the other guy. At least he has a helmet, and the other guy doesn't have pretty much anything. So he nods. We felt them here too, but I think it's over now. Oh, spoke too soon. Let's see what's gonna happen. Yeah, maybe I spoke too soon. Wait, this is not just an aftershock. Oh, they might be getting attacked here by some kind of monster, or maybe an enemy with like a boring machine. It sounds like an enemy with a boring machine. Yep. Straight out of like Ninja Turtles, man. Cowabunga! No, I'm just kidding, guys. Where's Bebop and Rocksteady? Oh, check that out. Oh, feel the pain. Oh my god, they are getting massacred. This does not bode well, guys. There's a new enemy on the scene that we have not come across. They look like they have weapons, they look like they have tactics, they look like they got advanced weaponry that we do not have access to yet. So, yeah, we may be getting our butts kicked here pretty soon. We'll just have to see how it goes. It does look like there's a message flashing on the computer. I don't remember seeing that the last time I played. So let's run over here real quick. Now I do have some concerns that because we didn't finish the quest to go off fishing and whatever else was over there in the junkyard, that because time has passed, those quests may not be there. And so we'll just have to look at that. If that's the case, that's gonna suck, because I may want to just go back and do those other quests. So I may keep this video intact and just zoom back to a previous save game and see how how much we can do over there. But let's look at our messages first. So we actually have 3 new messages: semi-urgent from Harold, Camp Hathor from Big Brett, and urgent from Tanner. So basically, you got your number 1 priority, you got your secondary priority, and then you got bonus round for when you have time to do it, because he didn't mark it as urgent. So we're going to check out Tanner's first. Come see me in my office as soon as you wake up. Well, if you think it was urgent, he should have told you a little bit more than that. Like, come see me in my office. An entire city has just been wiped out. Yeah, then I know I'm hauling butt down the office, and I'm not even getting dressed on the, before I leave the door, because it's an emergency. But he didn't do that, so kind of leads me to believe that either he doesn't really know what's going on, or he doesn't want to spoil the big surprise when I get to his office. Let's look at semi-urgent from Harold. Greetings. Well, it's not that important if he took the time to say greetings. I have to talk to you. There's something I need help with. Please come down here and see me. That sounds more like I got a task for you. If you get some time, maybe you could head on over here and see me. It doesn't really sound even semi-urgent. It just kind of sounds like, I got some extra time. So let's look at Camp Hathor. That doesn't say semi-urgent or urgent at all. So I'm kind of anxious to see. Maybe this one will be the most urgent at all of them. It'll be kind of funny. So it's from Big Brett. Hi there. I have something to discuss with you about Camp Hathor. So please come and see me when you have the time. If you haven't heard of it, I'll explain everything when you get here. Well, not only is the most relaxed, but it's also the kindest. Like, he took a moment to say hi there, and then like the comma, and then if you have the time, do you have any Grey Poupon? I mean, it's like, yeah, he definitely doesn't really care if you show up or not. It'd just be a nice little bonus. So I could see if they went back and rewrote this to be a little bit more urgency, in my opinion. I mean, it's a great game. I'm not trying to make fun of it at all, but I was expecting more when you see urgent and then like semi-urgent. It kind of builds it up in your head. So let's go back, exit that. Now let's look at our notes. The junkyard. So, fish up to 5 blue eels. So it's still there. I just don't know if we can still do it. That kind of sucks. Well, I guess we will keep going and see what happens. I hate skipping over things. If that's, I don't know, guys. I'm torn. Like, I want to keep going because the storyline is really good, but at the same time, I don't want to skip over anything. I guess we're gonna keep going. Yeah, we'll do that. Let's go down to the Commons. That's where he's at anyways. That's where Tanner should be at, unless he's moved corridors to another office or something, which I guess could happen if it's if the storyline has progressed and the game has progressed. And I haven't forgotten that I did level, so I have that up there in the top. I'm just gonna come down here and find out what's going on before we tackle that, because that's gonna I'm gonna go through in real detail on that one to make sure I don't miss anything on my new level. So let's see who's Gorski is here. That's not a good sign. And then Tanner is here. So let's talk to Gorski real quick. Gorski and Tanner seem to be in the middle of a conversation. So I'm heading there right now to see just what the heck is going on. He nods in agreement to what Gorski said before turning to you. We'll need your assistance with this one as well. Some sort of attack has been carried out against Core City up north a few hours ago. The reports are shaky, but apparently the Faceless are involved somehow. My contact tells me that the Faceless used their tunneling machines to circumvent the city's outermost defenses and deployed their forces just outside the city, cutting off the tunnel to the north. They haven't attempted to invade the city itself, though. Not yet, anyways. It is clear why they attacked in this particular spot. It is? I think I should say it isn't clear why they attacked in this specific spot. If any help was to arrive from the Protectorate up north, oh, okay, so it does. Okay, I think they had it right. It would have to pass through the North Tunnel, but since the tunnel is now controlled by the Faceless, it would be the easiest thing in the world for them to simply collapse it, delaying the Protectorate deployment indefinitely. They obviously wouldn't need the tunnel themselves. They make their own. Well, it'd be nice if we could make our own too. All this is very strange. Faceless don't usually attack unless provoked. We know that they don't like the Protectorate much and are known to skirmish with them on occasion, but as far as I can remember, they've never waged war on any independent station. But that's not all, I'm afraid. There's more? I don't know, guys. It kind of sounds like things have changed. I don't understand why they would act out of their character. I'm sure we will find out, though, as we progress through the game. In addition to the reports from Core City, we also received a distress signal from the rail crossing. They are having troubles of their own. We don't have any details regarding this, but apparently Faceless are involved there as well. Who are the Faceless exactly? Can you tell me anything about Core City? What sort of place is rail crossing? What do you want me to do? Well, that's going to be the one that probably takes us out of the conversation. So we're going to ask, what are the Faceless exactly? Thing is, no one really knows. They live somewhere, or maybe everywhere, in the tunnels far below, lower than most humans could endure living. They wear masks, never showing their faces, hence the name. You know, I bet if it was a nuclear war or a chemical warfare that kind of wiped out everybody, you know, any advanced, nation on the planet would probably get as low as possible. And these are the poor suckers on the surface who managed to actually survive that horribleness. And now you probably have, the elite guys who've been living under the surface in some sort of luxury compared to what these guys had to deal with. And now they're coming back with, advanced technology and probably here to take whatever they can get, because I'm sure they're running out of supplies down there. So we'll have to see if that's the case, but I'm kind of thinking that it might be. So many stories about them and their origins circulate the Underrail, but it's impossible to tell which ones are true. Ask around if you're curious. Can you tell me anything about Core City? What sort of play? Let's see. I kind of want to go to Rail Crossing first, so let's find out about that. I'm going to ask him about Core City too, but I'm kind of more interested in Rails Crossing because that sounds like a side quest, whereas Core City kind of sounds like the main thing you should be doing. And it may not be. It may be like you have to pick between which one you want to help out. Do you want to help out the big city, or do you want to help out the small little independent guys? But I kind of am leading to believe that helping out the rail crossing may lead you to more information, so that when you actually take on Core City and meet their main forces, you may actually have choices in your conversation that you didn't have before because you found out more information. So that's kind of why I'm leading towards rail crossing. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I would love to know if you guys are going with me on this story, or if you're kind of leaning in another direction with what you believe this game is going to do. It's an independent town, but inside an old train depot to the northwest. Relatively peaceful place. We do a good amount of trading with them. Well, this is the first time you guys ever mentioned it. So, can you tell me anything about Core City? It's a city that lies on the border between the North Underrail, controlled mostly by the Protectorate and the United States, and the South Underrail, which is where we are. Gorski smirks, the land of the free. I'm not quite sold on that one yet, but we'll see. The Core City spans both lower and upper Underrail, but since the upper rail connections have all collapsed, City Lower Underrail North Tunnel is the only connection to the Protectorate territory. Okay, so what exactly does he want me to do? Because I have my own ideas, but I'm sure he's going to give us a quest. Maybe he gives us multiple ones and kind of says, go do what you feel is important. I want you to find out what's going on in the rail crossing, assist them if you can, and report back to me. Well, that's what I was leaning towards anyway, so why tell me about helping out Gorski if you're not going to send me on that one? Avoid engaging the Faceless if possible. We don't want to draw any unwanted attention. If you can find out what is causing them to attack these places, that would be helpful. So yeah, they kind of do want us to solve this mystery. I'm heading out to Core City myself to check out the situation there. You should meet me there as soon as possible. Look for me in the Hardcore City Bar. Wow, they called it the Hardcore City Bar. They must do a lot of drinking there. That's crazy. Okay, Vera has a job for you as well. Be sure to speak with her before you set out. How do I get to Rail Crossing or the Core City? There are a couple ways to get to Rail Crossing. The easiest would be to take the train, since we have cleared out the rocks. Alternatively, you can go through the side tunnels on foot, but some of them might still be collapsed, so make sure you bring some explosive charges to clear the way. What kind of explosive charges do they want me to use? Because I've tried grenades before, and they don't seem to work. As for Core City, boat train and ferry are your options, with the ferry being probably a bit safer at the moment. Well, You know, a ferry charges quite a bit of money. I guess we could probably do it, but if I can walk, I'd prefer to do that because I'm sure there's going to be some goodies on the way. It may be a little bit more dangerous, and we may go through a little bit more health hypos, but I think that's the method I'm going to try to do. So if we go to the rail crossing, I guess we're going to have to see if we can find some explosives. Good luck. You're going to need it, Gorski. Okay, well, I'm sure I will. So I guess let's do our level up real quick. Only level 9, you get a extra point in this every 4 levels, so we're not due for for another 3 levels. And we're going to make sure to up our hacking. Always make sure that's the max. Always make sure your lockpicking is the max as well. It's definitely going to help you out in the game if you can do that. I mean, you don't have to, but you know, there's going to be a lot of stuff that you're not going to be able to open, or tunnels that you can't go down. Make your life a little bit easier if you don't have that. And pretty much, whether you're playing a mage or a warrior or, you know, a rogue, you're gonna want that skill, the hacking and the lockpicking. So I don't understand if you don't want to do that route, it's just gonna be weird. It's gonna be really, really difficult. So let's see, tailoring. No, I mean, chemistry. We're gonna get to 25. We're gonna get all these to 25 at least. And I got 3 more points. I'm gonna put 1 point into trap, just because I believe that I already have points here that, like the 15 now, but I think if you don't even have 1 point, it doesn't even count. So, because I've tried picking up traps before, and it just tells you that you don't have the skill. And 15 is halfway decent for a little tiny junky trap. No, don't want any of that. Yeah, I guess we're gonna do a few more into trap, just because I think it'd be a nice little source of income if we can get that at, I think maybe 25 would be good. Now let's see, feats. Nope, no feats. Okay, so let's head back. We're gonna head down over to the tunnel system. Actually, before we do, we're gonna head over to the armory to see if there's any explosives, and I'll cut that out and I'll meet you guys down there on the bottom. That way I can make sure that I have everything that I need. So let's go ahead and head down. So I decided to record it anyways because I came down here and the very first thing I see is an item that was never there before, which is called TNT charges right here. Explosive timer-triggered TNT charges are often used to clear up passages and burst open sealed doors of abandoned or not-so-abandoned stations to make way for scavengers. Plants a TNT charge that will detonate after 10 seconds, 2 turns, dealing 35 to 55 heat and 50 to 80 mechanical damage to creatures and machineries, and removing destructible objects. So this was never here before. It's kind of cool that as you get a little further into the game, items that were not available to you at the beginning start popping up. Now, 3 of these charges, which is all they have at the moment, is 99 SGS credits and 37 coins. So that's pretty much a decent amount of money. SGS credits aren't really worth that much, and these, you know, Stein coins or Sting coins are worth quite a bit. We also have blueprints for TNT charges right here. Contains instructions on how to assemble a time-triggered TNT charge, and we're going to go ahead and buy that as well. It's going to take us up to 87 of these coins. So let's go ahead and hit accept. We'll close out of this. We'll hit this right here so that we can learn that recipe. We'll close it down, and I'm just going to come in here to look at what the recipe calls for. Now, cardboard container, we actually have quite a few of those in our crates, and a digital timer. That's really not that expensive to make. I think we have TNT. Let's see how much it is here anyways, because I'm sure they're selling it. Where would the TNT be? Actually, I don't think they are selling it. They're not selling any TNT. That's weird. You would think they would have at least some of the stuff, or we may have to check other NPCs if we run out. But I think 3 should be good for now. I don't really want to go too far off the beaten path yet. So let's head back downstairs. Now, they say it's in the direction of where the train is headed, so that's going to be to the right. You can still go to the left as well over here on this side. We haven't really gone off and explored that area. I don't know why I'm getting so much lag when I zone. Let's see, Essie, not going to talk to her. Now this is the train right here. I kind of want to come over here and see what it costs. Traveling by metro will cost you 25 charons. Where would you like to go? Rail crossing, Foundry, or Core City and nowhere? Well, we're going to go nowhere because, you know, that's headed to the... It didn't really say, did it? I mean, let's come in here. Southgate Station. Tanner wants you to go the rail crossing. It didn't really say if it was to the left or the right. So we're going to head up this direction if we can make... No, we're going to have to go through the little station and come out the other side. And hope that we're picking the right area. Oh, there's some lockers over here. Now this is a pretty dark area, so if your skill in hitting objects from afar is not that great, you may want to bring some flares with you, especially if you get into like really bad fights over here. Now it doesn't really look like there's anything here to attack you, but that could change at any minute. See, no, I can't turn the lights on. There's absolutely nothing in any of these things. Well, that's really not a surprise. I mean, if you think, man, am I supposed to go this way? Well, this one may just be wandering around in the in the rail system and seeing what we can find as we move. Now, look, there's a barrel right here. You know what? I could probably break this wall down. No, it's not a clickable wall at all. And I wonder if you can still break walls like that down in the future. Maybe you just need better TNT, or you just need to know that you can, kind of like in Zelda, where there'd be a little crack in the wall, and you just had to have known that if you put a bomb down, you could go in there. You can't go in these little ventilation shafts, so I guess the only ones you can go in are the ones that are up on the wall and not, you know, down. I can't blow this up either, can I? You know what? We're going to try. We're going to try and put one of those down. Now, let's see. Cannot be used in combat. Let's get as close as possible, just in case by clicking on it, he automatically puts it down. Nope, it doesn't work there. Okay, so coming over here was kind of pointless. That sucks. You would think there would be something over here, at least to get past that side. So maybe this is not the right direction to take. So we will go back, and we're going to go down into the tunnel yet again, but this time we're going to head to the right, which I was kind of leading towards believing that was the side we were supposed to go down anyways, but, you know, it's kind of confusing down here, especially if you've never been. So let's see. I'm hoping we will find some kind of enemies down here, because it would be kind of cool to run into the Faceless. Even if we don't fight them, I just want to see what they look like. Although you would think that would be part of your mission, is to kill at least one, so that you could study it and find out, you know, if they were at least human, if they do really have a face, or maybe you just never see it. Who is this down here? Harland. Let's talk to him. What are you doing down here? That's my question to you, man. I need to get into the tunnels. Where do these tunnels lead? I was just leaving. Well, let's ask him where we are first, although we're going to seem like such a noob. He might not let us through the tunnels once we ask him this, but let's see. Freaking everywhere. Well, yeah, I kind of thought that. Back when the Underrail was built, they said they used them as an escape route in case there was a hazard in one of the main tunnels, or just to be able to quickly access remote parts of the lower Underrail. Nowadays, between roaming gangs and dangerous creatures that skitter above, it's not the safest way to travel around. If you absolutely must go there, best bring vision goggles. So I guess it's going to be really dark in there. I need to get into the tunnels. I'm not opening the gates unless it's an emergency. Seen any Faceless around? Why not? Never mind then. Well, let's ask him if he's seen any Faceless. Don't even joke about such things, man. Where do these tunnels leave? I'm leaving. Well, I guess... Can we open this stuff? Yeah, we can open this stuff. And we can take what's down here, although there's nothing in any of this stuff. We got some bear traps, just one. Go ahead and take that. Can I just open the gates and walk right through it? It kind of seems like... Oh, maybe they're talking about this big one over here. And I guess I can't hack it, can I? No, because he's here. But I can check the surveillance monitors. Maybe I can see the other side. Let's see, nothing over here. Yeah, it's a bunch of empty stuff, man. Guys, there's some poor people. Ooh, check that out. We can see over there. So there's nothing there. There's nothing on that side. I guess this is not the right path, because if it was, there would have been something in the conversation where I could have told him to open up. Why not? It's dangerous out there. Yes, he's not gonna let us through. So this is probably for another part of the game. As soon as I'm sure we're gonna get attacked by somebody. It might be the Faceless who are the bad guys, but I'm kind of leaning towards they probably are the good guys, and the so-called Union, who's trying to bring everybody together, is probably gonna be the bad guys. At least that's my take on it so far. I kind of always am very suspicious of anybody who says they're doing things to help other people out. It's not because they're always lying, but it's usually because they have some kind of alternative motive to why they're doing that. And yeah, it's kind of sad that it's that way, but in my experience, you know, so I gotta go by that. Let's talk to this guy. He's actually gone. He's not there anymore because I guess he does not, you know, constantly trying to break open the tunnel. Wow, what's he gonna do with all that time that he had? Where am I gonna find him? I don't. Oh, you know what? I think they said that he was either in the gym or down here, so maybe he's gone to like his original place. Yeah, maybe you guys can clean up some of these dead bodies. It's kind of disgusting that they're still here. Let's head down here. Now you can see the rat hounds were back up. I could have killed some of those for their pelts, but their pelts weigh like 5 pounds a piece, and that's pretty heavy, especially if you're going to be going around exploring. So there's a lot of rocks in the way over here. Not a lot of rocks that you can interact with, though. Let's go ahead and destroy. Not destroy, but go in here. Oh, no. Pain incoming. No, not an E-shot. You guys suck. Now I can't run away. I wasn't going to run away anyways, but you guys are going to get lightninged in the face. So if I can hit this guy, yeah, I'm going to hit this guy because he's a melee. Although he was doing like the least amount of damage to me. Wow. Okay. We could do Psychic Punch and knock this guy out. Might even kill him. Yeah. I love this. Oh my god. Okay, so we'll go ahead and end our turn. Let's kill this guy real quick. Nice. So end our turn again. I wonder why I had so few attack points on that one. Because maybe the bleeding? No, it couldn't have been the. Let's go ahead and pick this stuff. The bodies disappeared. All that was left was a backpack. That's the first time I've seen that. So he had a steel crowbar, 5 to 13, some caltrops, and some 5mm JHP rounds. Incurs 150% of mechanical damage resistance and threshold. So that's kind of a nice little round to get. They're worth a little bit more money than the regular ones, and they do a little bit more damage versus certain targets. So, you know, if you're going to use that round, I would save it for that kind of special occasion. Got a steel combat knife, 7 to 12, and we also got a 5mm hawker. We've seen a few of those, actually quite a few of them. 5mm standard rounds, 10 bandages, health hypos. I should have filled up on those health hypos before I decided to come down here. In fact, let's head back this direction. See where this actually leads. Where did I even come in from? Holy crap, this is the other side of the gate that he would not let me through. Does it come all the way down here? Where is this leading? There's a door and everything. That might lead me to another zone, because this is leading to another zone as well. Can I touch that? Nope. Doesn't look like I can turn any valves. It does look like there's a valve there. There's an intercom here. The intercom seems fully functional. Ring it. Nothing happens. Electronics 80. I don't believe I have 80. I believe I'm pretty close. 78. You know what? I can do that because I do have a Mach 2 kit that opens that up. So Haxor Mach 2 gives me an extra 5, so we can open that. Come on, let me in. Nice. Oh, this is going to be cool. That is why I say to make sure you have those lockpicking and hacking skills, because you can get into places like this. And this may actually be a place that you never can get in otherwise. Ooh, somebody's in here. Scavenger. And they're going to be ready to attack? No? Don't try anything funky. Talk to Blaine if there's something you need. Well, Blaine, here I come. I see you found a way into my little shop. Name's Blaine. If there's any particular reason you are here, well, let me see what you got for sale. So this is like the back, you know, thieves' den where they're selling stuff. I bet you can find some pretty illegal crap here for probably a pretty good price. Why do you keep a shop down here? Do you even get any customers? For the people who know where to come, yeah, I'm pretty sure he does. He probably makes a lot of money too. My customers know how to find me. A lot of them also prefer the privacy these tunnels offer when they come to collect their special orders. I bet they do. Why do you keep a shop down here? What kind of special orders do you deal in? You shouldn't ask questions you don't want to know the answer to. All sorts of stuff that might be hard to acquire for one reason or another. If there's something specific you have in mind, do tell. I like how he's completely vague on everything he says. Like, he's been doing this his entire life, and he's not going to be tricked into giving himself away. And it's not even like he's considering it anymore. It's just part of his nature to talk like this. Yeah, we're going to go into barter. This is going to be cool. What do you got? It better be good. There better be some really, like, weird illegal crap here. You know, soft padding, steel helmet. It should say, like, the hot, or the stolen, or, you know, the five-fingered discount, or something to imply that, you know, while you're wearing it, it's giving people the idea that it's illegal. What is this? Ninja tabi boots, or tabi boots. Movement points increased by 18. That's kind of cool. Movement speed increased by 10%. I think I have something like that, actually. So it's 13 and 10, and that one is 18 and 10. Dodge, invasion, don't really care about those. Action point cost of melee attacks, not really a big thing. Stealth increased by 22. So I don't increase my stealth, but I do increase my constitution by 1, and I have the chance to get critically hit by 1.5% more. And this one increases your chance to get critically hit by 3%. So yeah, I think I might pass on that one. This one goes up a little bit more. It actually adds heat resistance. Some nice stuff, but not really something I want. So you got Cryogenic Collector, used in crafting chemical weaponry to store and funnel cryogenic liquids. Quality 48, chemistry required 38. Thin mine case, dagger mold, sledgehammer. No, I mean, steel spikes. Tungsten steel plates, rifle bill, and it's not even all green stuff. Neuro Luger, reloader. What's a reloader? Nah. Galvanic foam padding. That looks more like a Rubik's Cube than anything else. Starter mix, shade. Man, I was hoping for something really cool. I could get tabby boots. How much are those? 20? That's not bad. The prices are actually pretty reasonable here. Fire proximity suit. This suit is designed to protect the wearer from extreme temperatures. Heat 90% over 70. Armor penalty is 85. Good lord. Movement speed reduced by 15%. I bet. And perception decreased by 2. Immune to burning. Well, you know, the heat resist, I guess if you're getting hit by a fire spell, you know, not only will you not catch on fire, but you'll take very, very few hits. Whereas the one I have just would allow me to resist a little bit of the fire, but I still wouldn't catch on. You know what I mean? It's just how much are you getting hit with fire? On the last, you know, level that we were fighting, I was getting hit with acid a lot, so I was actually considering wearing one of those suits. So let's go ahead and buy this. Will he buy anything from me? He will buy the knife. I can sell him that, and I can sell him the crowbar. Yep. So we will sell all that junk because we don't really need that. 35? Okay, I think I actually made out in the end on that one. He didn't want the weapon. Do I need any of these? No, I'm just waiting to sell those. I wish I could steal from him. That would be the ultimate irony. I'm sure thieves steal from other thieves, and it happens all the time, but I think it would be kind of cool to mess with them and then come back and be like, oh, you're that punk who cleared out all my shells last time you were here, and then they attack you. I love games where not just the choices you make, but the actions you choose to make while playing the game really affect your gameplay. That's why I like the Mass Effect series, and this one really kind of has integrated some of that aspect in there. So I got 3 fabric scraps. Let's take all those. These places really are quite clean, to be honest. I was expecting like trash and rodents and leaves, and I guess that there wasn't very many bugs, and the bugs that you do have are all super huge. that a lot of the weird small stuff that gets put in corners and stuff by little tiny bugs may not be there anymore. They may grow up in a world that's far cleaner than the one we have, simply because they don't have the insects that we have. And it's kind of a unique take on it. I mean, I don't know if they planned that on purpose or they just didn't want to, put the little effect in on the corners and stuff. But 44 JHP round, 3 of those. This looks like some kind of, I don't know, like chemical factory or not factory, but like storage unit for propane or something. I'm not quite sure what these tunnels. Oh, there's something down here. I still don't see it, so we're gonna go ahead and end our turn and wait for it to come to us. Oh, wow, he was invisible. That's the first time we've seen a NPC stealth at us. He's a stalker. Wonder how you find those guys. Like, you just have to have a really good perception check, maybe. So let's go ahead and light this guy on fire. Make sure the arrow is above his head. If it's not, you won't hit the target. I missed several times with this, flamethrower. It sucks when you do, because you lose out on all that power. Nice. And now he's almost dead. Oh, they should have just given that one to me. He's gonna run away anyways. Oh, wow. The fire killed him. Nice. Okay, let's end our turn. We got a steel combat knife, 8 to 13. Red Hound leather overcoat, which is 17 mechanical, 7% to cold. Penalty for armor is 10%, and persuasion decreased by 3. Stealth increased by 9. So I understand why he's wearing it. The stealth is increased. He got a little bit of coin and some health hypo. I love how the guys out here all on their own always seem to have like health hypos or bandages, and the guys inside the camps almost never have that stuff, but they have more cash on them, and it kind of makes sense. It's like you wouldn't need, health hypos as much if you were, with 4 or 5 other guys, whereas if you're by yourself, chances are you're going to get hurt, and you're going to want to take care of it because nobody else is, So I'm going to come out here because it's going to be another invisible guy, I bet. Can't go this way. I'm seeing if maybe I can hide my cursor or hold my cursor over something. I can see that's where he's at, but it doesn't look like that's the case. Dang it. I'm going to have to wait until he gets right on me again. Unless there's more than one. There they are. Oh! His weapon has electricity on it. I'm surprised it didn't stun me, because they can do that to you. These guys are definitely getting a little harder. I didn't do that. I don't want you to attack with that weapon. That's my lockpicking weapon. There we go. So you're stunned. I'm going to have to wait. Second wind. Well, you're not going to survive very much longer. In your face. Oh, man. I'm greatly enjoying the combat. This is a fun game. Shock Steel Combat Knife. 7 to 13 mechanical. Seeker goggles. These goggles contain a pair of Seeker lenses. Dodged increased by 25%. Critical chance with range weapons increased by 4%. That's not bad, I guess, if you're using ranged weapons. I think we've gotten a pair like that. And it says this item can be disassembled. I wonder why it says that. I mean, you would just think that any item could be disassembled, and the only ones you would need to specify that couldn't be are the ones, again, that you couldn't take apart. I don't know why they say that. Cave Hopper leather overcoat, armor suit, mechanical 12%, armor penalties 5, agility increased by 1, and stealth increased by 10%, or not 10%, by 10. 10% would be pretty nice. 8 coins and another health hypo. So we will take all of that. Is there anything over here in these corners? No, not really. Explosive barrel. If they're invisible, I wonder if they can set those barrels off on you when you walk by, because that would be pretty horrible. Let's see. There's a zone up there. It's probably a zone over here. And there may be a zone over here. Let's just keep heading in this direction. So much to look at. Let's see. Oh, we can blow those rocks up. That might be where we head. Let's finish searching this area down here just to make sure, because it would really suck to have our first TNT used on a pair of rocks like that, only to find out that if you just take a few seconds you can bypass it. Kind of like that little jab. Oh, wow. What is this, a stalker? It'd be kind of like a little jab saying that, you got a little bit too overeager and you probably should have just been paying attention, because pretty much everyone that we've seen before that you need the explosives for, there's There's no other way around, except for one that I can think of where you actually do find another way around. Okay, so you're stunned. I'm going to go ahead and kill you. This would probably kill you. Oh, it didn't kill him. Unbelievable. That was close. That thing usually does it. I mean, it doesn't take much of the telekinetic punch to really do a lot of damage. Unfortunately, you don't get it back as often as I may like. But with 2 of the stun spells, it's not bad. Unless you're taking on like 5 or 6 guys at one time, you should be okay. So we got another 5mm Hawker, 9 to 16. Another suit, 23 mechanical, 19 to heat, 12 to cold. Nothing really good there. Mechanical damage threshold increased by 200% against bullets. Actually, that might be better. I mean, it's hard because the one I have, it gives me 1 constitution, which is a decent amount of hit points. Well, we're going to take everything, but 5mm case, 5mm standard round, 10 of them, a thin mine case, 7 coins, and a health hypo. So let's go ahead and take that. So it does look... Oh, what is that on the wall? Some kind of graffiti or something. So it does look like this does lead down here to something, that the only way through is to use the explosives. But, you know, it's hard to decide because you can obviously tell that is a dead end. And we only have 3 TNT charges on us. I guess we're going to do it because I do want to see how it works at the very least. Let's go ahead and put this on. Where do we put it? We'll put it right there. Arming. And I'm going to take off running around the corner as soon as I can. Come on. Run. Oh, look at it. It's counting down. Okay, let's give it a second. 3, 2, 1. Boom. Wow. 2,000 times twice on each one of those? That's a lot of damage. If you can plan that out, guys, if you have enough cash and you can make a few of those, and you can plan that out to actually blow up on an encounter, holy crap, that would be amazing. Let's do... okay, we got 1 vial, 1 bandage, 4 ampules, and 6 supercharged lithium cells. Wow. These things are dropping so much more than they used to, and I'm glad it is because those are definitely something we want. 7.62mm JHP rounds, 5 of those, and we got a tooth necklace. That is disgusting. Half a dozen of human teeth on a string. Pick up to study this item to gain 50 points of experience, and you can study this item 5 times. I was just thinking in my head, you're picking up this item to study it? Like, this is what you want to, like, learn, is how to make a necklace out of human teeth? No, I don't want to learn that. I don't even want to see that, let alone, you know, emulate that. That's disgusting. Okay, so we got a 7.62mm standard round, 5 of those. Oh, look at that, 7.62mm hammer XM. Does 11 to 34 mechanical. Impact speed is medium. Base action points are 20. That's quite a bit. That's a little bit more than what I like. And it can be disassembled. And we get a lockpick, which, you know, we can always use more of those. And it does have a ventilation shaft in here. I wish they would stop putting ventilation shafts throughout the area when you can't open them. Or at least explain why some of them are able to be opened and some of them can't be. You know, say that over the years the walls have settled and it's, you know, crinkled the ventilation shaft and it's stuck into place or something. I understand that it looks cool and it has a purpose, you know, as far as, like, you know, it needs to have air in the room, but it's just kind of aggravating that some of the ventilation shafts can be open and other times they can't be. And so kind of your brain, like, turns it off and be like, I'm not even going to go over it because most of the time they can't be opened. And then when it comes time for it, it seems like a setup. Like, the only reason they're there and the only reason they can be opened is because we've made this area a little bit too hard and we know it. This is a toxic barrel. I don't know about this because I don't know what that's going to do to us. Let's, yeah, we're going to go ahead and end the episode here because it's already getting a little long, and I will save it. And then on the next episode, we're going to come in here, and if it doesn't work out for us, we'll just reload and continue on from there. Again, guys, if you enjoy these videos, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe. Definitely helps grow my channel, and I greatly appreciate it. Also, if you have any comments, make sure to leave those below. We did have one other comment over here with the action bar. You can lock action bar, or you can unlock it, and then you can hit F2 or at least that's what I was told. F2. I need to unlock it. F2? Nope, that's not doing anything. I guess we'll have to figure that out. Somebody was telling me if I hit F2 and I unlock it, it would switch to another tab where I could put more stuff down. Again, if you have any suggestions like that, make sure to leave those below, and I'll make sure to let people know. That one's not working, but I'll mess around with it and see if I can refine it. I'm sure it works to some degree. But again, guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you next time.